Hi Aquarius. All right, so it's your turn for the October reading. All right, or if this one pops up on your timeline any other time, make sure to know that there's a message there for you. All right, my name is Mejah. If you're new here, welcome. All right, let's see. We got bliss popping out. Contentment, satisfaction, security. We have the Yule Singer, rebirth, feasting, and joy. The Dreamer, visions, trance, apparitions. The Elf Queen, introverted, burden, responsibilities. And the Merciful One, compassion, release, relief. The Wizard, Rune King, wise one, counselor. All right. I feel like there's a vision taking shape, but to make space for that vision in your future, you're going to have to release certain things and certain responsibilities. We've got the Blessed card here. And the Why. And co-create. Yeah, there's definitely a vision taking place, and you've received this vision and dream and desire mostly because of being in a more calm space. That's what I'm getting here. She's having her eyes closed on both these cards in the past and overall energy. And I think you're realizing here with the advice card that certain burdens are not yours to carry. It's time to start building, like tearing down an old foundation and building on a new. And what you're building on now is going to be things that inspire you and light you up. All right, we got King of Wands. The Tower, yeah, I told you. Gotta tear a foundation down to be able to build a new. So you might be completely starting over in some area of your life. Yeah, you're dropping the burdens. Like there's some responsibilities that don't belong to you anymore. 7 of Cups. Choosing which cup you want to engage in and what you want to manifest and call into your life. We got the Empress energy here. I feel it's a very collective energy as well, to feeling the urge to step back, to slow down, to really rework what it is that we want and why we want it. I feel there's a need for the collective to do less, but at the same time we're doing more, right? Because we're leaving space for the universe to show up, and also our inspiration and intuition to bring things to the forefront that we can't hear if we're too busy. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing like someone just sitting daydreaming or contemplating, or just really being more introspective about what it is that you want. And we do a lot of the manifestation with just doing that, right? Like we have to figure out why we want something. Have we been chasing the wrong things? Have we been building on a faulty foundation that doesn't serve us? Maybe it turned into a burden. Maybe we're doing too much. Yeah, taking that time out and reaching that enlightenment. So you might feel that right around the eclipse season in September. We just closed that one out now. Or it might come like in the beginning of October while you're taking some time out. 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords, yeah. Waiting for that clarity. So you might even be feeling like disconnected to what you've been doing or the plans that you put in place before and the things that you worked for. And now maybe you're just like, wait a minute, let me just think, you know, because there's a new path opening up for you, especially when it comes to creativity and career and in terms of your passions, you know. Yeah, closing an old chapter out here with the World card. For some of you, it might be that you're turning more artistic or creative in some avenue. Maybe you're trying to make a living off your passions or share them. And then, for example, if you share your creations on social media, you might be able to bring in ad revenue or teach others the art that you're doing or something like that. Knight of Swords. 6 of Cups. Might be something you used to do in the past that is coming back around. 3 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels very purpose, career, like what you do. Like what you do, like when people ask you what you do, I feel like that's just shifting. And it might be a gift from the past, or something you enjoyed doing back in the days, right? And that spark of idea, like that inspiration, that with this, the Knight of Wands, or Knight of Swords, really like guiding you forward, moving you forward. 5 of Wands again. 4 of Cups. Yeah, I'm just feeling like you feel dissatisfied and discontent with whatever you have been working for before. So it really feels like you had it all figured out, and then something just shifted, and now, yeah, it feels like you were going after the wrong things, because maybe it made sense on paper, but your heart was not in it. Your soul was not awakened by it. Yeah, moving on from it. Page of Wands again. Yeah, you're definitely setting your sights onto something else. And it kind of takes some bravery for you to release what you might have worked hard for, something, or built a foundation of something, and you might feel like a risk to release it, to build on this new. Maybe in your mind it's like, but I put this money into this business, or these years into this career, or it feels like it's, your mind might be, oh, but you've done all this here, you created a following for this, or you created a, you know, something tangible or some sort of foundation with something else, and it feels like you're shifting it up now. And your logical mind might be like, but hey, come on now, you spent all this time and effort doing this, how can you know, don't self-sabotage, whilst in fact you might be just moving more into your soul's direction. Yeah, indecision here. Community, caring connections, and the door to romance. So yeah, you're moving into more harmony, more fulfilled, opening up to expansion. Okay, so whatever you're envisioning right now in terms of your new foundation, what you would like to do more of, that's what I'm feeling. I feel like it's not even something that you can plan out and strategize. It's just like, what does your soul want to do more of, and follow that, right? And that will open up, so it will make you feel so good, and that thing will build and build and build. I don't even think that you can see the expansiveness of it, right? But the truth is, there's a huge potential here for expansiveness, and we got the crown chakra here. So being very, you know, getting these downloads of what you love to do, and then go do it. If it's in terms of a relationship, yeah, this new spark will be the path forward. and maybe holding on to a relationship from the past because you got like 10-20 years in it, or you know, like, but when your victory is in the new thing. So, you know, take that as it resonates, right? But it, yeah, let's see. All right, what other messages do you have for Aquarius for October? It's really like a present moment. Like I've decided to just do whenever I feel called to certain signs and certain times. Like I'm not gonna do strict guidelines or, you know, like the weeklies like I did before. I'm just gonna put them out as I need to. So that again, like if this reaches you at any other time than October, there might be a message for you that resonates at this time. Again, Six of Swords, moving on into calmer water, and I feel like more ease and flow when you're connecting to what your soul wants to do. Yeah, and don't stay attached to the old, because they can easily remove these chains. They just, you know, can just take the chains off, but your mind might keep you entrapped in what you have built on, what you have worked on before. Yeah, that's like seeing all the pros and cons. I think your logical mind keeps on like, but hey, you know, don't switch it up as on now, you know. But you have this inspiration, these messages coming in. And yeah, I'm telling you, like if you pursue your passions or like what you just feel called to be doing, it will grow to something more. Okay, you're building on a new foundation that will be much more long lasting, because it will be you finding your purpose or your true passions and moving forward with it. Ten of Wands, Four of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like you disconnected to what you have been doing. You know, it just feels like it doesn't satisfy you anymore. You're feeling, maybe feeling bored, complacent, you don't want to do it, like that kind of energy. We got Three of Cups, the Knight of Cups. I feel like it's more community based, either like community online, like where you moving into will be much more community based. So maybe it is doing things on a local level, or like even building a community online. It feels like more connection, whilst what you did before is like devoid of connection. It just felt more like a burden. Hierophant is there with the Page of Swords, Seven of Swords. Maybe you even work for the corporate, or could even be like change in religion and faith, or, you know, beliefs. But here we got the victory again. It's like once you start moving in the direction that your soul calls you to do, like, I just want to do that. Like, I want to try this out, or I want to try this out. And especially if it's community based. I say some of you, maybe you even, you know, create products, then markets, you know, fairs, festivals, those kind of avenues would be great to break into. Okay, so it's some like where people gather, and also the social media scene, if you feel like you have a community there. So it's very community driven. Let me just do Sacred Creators card, because it feels like a very creative energy, this reading. Follow through. Yeah, follow through on what you're being called to do. Celebrate your wins. That's the victory card as well, right? So what do you really want? Yeah, like that's like, what is your X marks the spot? Like, what do you really want to do? Creator, fire. Yeah, you guys are definitely creatives, creators that would be thriving in connection. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. I love you. Bye.